Hello everybody, Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel and to my candle empties video for the month of August. Yeah, we just went through August, right? Month of August. These are the candles and wax melts that I burnt during the month of August. And as you may remember, if you watched the burning schedule video, I used an app on the phone called Pretty Random app, which I took my inventory of candles and used a Pretty Random app to determine which candles I would burn. So it was just up to the randomness of the app to pick them out, and then I had to sort of combine them or mix them up and use whatever wax melts and tarts and things that I have to sort of help blend them or combine them or add to them. I drew 6 candles, right? 2, 4, 6. But I went through them, so I ended up drawing 2 more using the random app that were not on the original video. So I will include those because I had to have more candles. I went through them all this month. So, and they were oddly paired up for the most part. It seemed like there were a couple that would go together because I'm generally burning one out here in the main room. It's a studio apartment, usually one in the bathroom, and then in the hallway, or the foyer, I usually have wax melts or something going that can kind of go in between them. And I have little candles too, although I didn't go through, in my lanterns, I didn't go through anything other than a few tea lights this month as far as the small candles go. So anyway, let's get started. Now, the first up, an interesting duo of candles came up because they do go really well together. The first one was this Unique Classics Candles. I never had this brand before. This was a thrift store find for $2.99 called Hot Apple Pie in an apothecary jar. No problem on the burn with this. It burnt very well. It looks like the wicks moved a bit, but I also had this on the burner, on the electric warmer at the end. So the wicks it gets all liquefied and the wicks do kind of move around. So that probably happened then. Anyway, it says burn the best right on it. Well, no complaints about the burn, but I will say it's a nice apple pie smell, appley smell, but yeah, it was not strong at all. Much stronger on a cold sniff than on the actual throw. I would say it was like a 3 or a 4 on throw. Out here in the main room, I couldn't really smell it at all. In the bathroom, which is a much smaller room, I could smell it a little bit, but only very little. So yeah, I probably would not pick up another one of these if I found it at a thrift store again or anywhere else. Now, at the same time I was burning that, I burnt this one, which I was very excited to burn. It's a Bath & Body Works one from a year or 2 ago. Someday I'm going to remember how to read the numbers and know what the date was, but I don't know. Dutch Apple Waffles. Beautiful candle from Bath & Body Works and a beautiful green wax, which you can still see there. I did put this on the warmer. I almost always put my candles on the electric warmer close to the end so that I can use up all of that scent without burning them to where I'm afraid the glass is going to crack or something's going to happen. This is a 3-wick candle. The scent notes read warm buttermilk waffles, baked apple slices, ground nutmeg with essential oils. I mean, I think you basically get that. It is sort of a bakery waffly apple and sweet sugar sort of scent. Love the scent. It is heavy. I mean, it is definitely like a heavily bakery scent. But the throw was pretty good on this one. No problem with the burns, pretty clean. And I would say this was like a 7 on the throw, kind of a typical Bath & Body Works throw for me. I enjoyed this candle, loved it, would get it again. Cute label, although, you know, they're changing the labels every year anyway, so whatever about the label. Now, in between those and with the next 2 set of candles, I was going through some of these Yankee melts that I got for like next to nothing at a huge Walmart clearance. I mean, they were like 50 cents or 25 cents. I don't remember. I got 20 zillion of them, different kinds, mostly holiday scents. This one was Cranberry Chutney, which went really well with the apple and with the next one I'm going to show. This is such a good smelling melt. I mean, it's better than the candles, really, and stronger. This was strong. This I could smell over the candles that I was burning it with, generally speaking. And I'm not complaining because it's a very pleasant smell. Really nice cranberry, but a sweet, definitely sweet, sugary cranberry scent. It went really well with apple pie, the apple scents, and it went really well with these next two candles that also, from the random app, it just happened to kind of go together well enough. This was a Colonial candle. I haven't had this one before, in the scent Clementine Cupcakes. No scent notes on this. Yeah, this was on sale, $4.99 at Ross. A good burn, no complaints about the burn. Oh, I see a little fly, mosquito or something in there. They do sometimes get in the wax. But yeah, white wax. This one was like a cupcake with a somewhat faint orange smell. I mean, not a really strong orange scent, but some oranginess there. Tangerine, whatever, clementine. But it, yeah, again, it was, I think, somewhat light on the cold sniff, and it was light on the throw. Again, probably a 4, a 3 maybe even. Like, I don't know. I couldn't really smell this one unless I was standing right around it or pretty much over it. So, I don't know. Their oval candles seem to do really well, but I'm not sure about these ones. I haven't had very many of them in the tumbler style. I don't know. This one I was looking forward to. Love this candle. Bath & Body Works Peppermint Sugar Cookies. So good. I mean, this is so delicious on cold sniff. Crushed peppermint, vanilla extract, creamy butter, soft sugar cookies, essential oils. I mean, it basically tells you what it is. It's a peppermint sugar cookie. That's what it is. Like a sugar cookie with little candy canes or something sprinkled on it. It's delicious. It's good enough to eat. I would love for this to have been stronger. I would love to say this was like, oh, a 9, man. I would love for this to be as strong as like Fresh Balsam, but it's not. It was, I'm going to say a 6. Not even quite as strong as a Bath & Body Works candle usually is. This one was a little on the weaker side. No complaints about the burn. It's a 3-wick white wax. The wick did travel on this one. It did travel, and the last part of it, I only burnt these 2 wicks because this just got too close. I didn't want to light that one. So yeah, the wick did travel, but this was a good one. I would get it again. I hope it turned into like a super strong thrower. Now also, while I was burning those, I did use some additional wax melts, again from Walmart when they had some crazy clearance. Sensationals Ice Cream Shop limited edition in the clamshell here, 6. And this is just it's strawberry ice cream. It is definitely strawberry ice cream. Okay, make no mistake about it. Definitely strawberry ice cream. And quite strong. Again, this was super strong. This was stronger than the candles. I mean, when I would be burning those candles, it was this primarily that I could smell throughout the apartment whenever I was melting this ice cream shop. This was super strong. These Sensationals are pretty strong. It's not my favorite scent either. I mean, I just picked up a bunch because they were like a quarter or 50 cents or whatever, and I was grabbing everything. To be honest with you, strawberry ice cream, I don't, it's not something I'm crazy about eating. And I'm not crazy about the smell of it, but it's a darn good melt, I'll tell you, for whatever I paid for it.
Hello, my name is David Whitfield. Well, you probably don't know who I am. Actually, I don't know who I am either. But I'm told you can hear me singing, at least I think I'm a singer, from my old record album here, David Whitfield Favorites, on the radio station online that plays selections from thrift store easy listening vinyl records called Moody Mood Music. The link is below in the description box. Please check on that. Sample the easy listening, relaxing music of decades gone by and hear me sing, because frankly, I'm going to tune in myself. I'm very curious to hear myself sing. I have no idea what I sound like. Thank you.
Then I had these two, which kind of went together also, as fate would have it. We have a Bloom and Prosper candle. This was a larger one. Well, 14.7 ounces, but it's a larger jar. Sugared coconut and cream, white wax. Ah, yes. The scent, very nice, you know, just what it says. Coconut cream, like a sugary coconut creamy meringue or something. Very nice. However, oh my gosh, this was like a soft soy wax kind of thing. Was it soy? Was it even soy? Does it say? It was very soft wax, and this mofo would not burn to save your life. I mean, I would light it and it would not pool out at all. They would extinguish, the wicks would extinguish themselves. You know, I'd pour some out. It would just not, I mean, and I foiled it. It would just not, and it would go out. The wicks would just go out. It would burn for like 20 minutes and the wicks would just drown or go out. So frustrating that I only burnt it, you know, I only tried it like 2 nights. And after dealing with it the second night, I was like, no, we're done with this thing right here. And I said, I love the smell of it, so I'm just going to literally scoop it out with a spoon because it's so soft. I just scooped it out with a spoon and put it in the melter, the electric warmer, and also in some tea light warmers. And it smelled wonderful, and it was quite strong, 6, 7, you know, it was good. Good throw, good scent. I liked it, but would I get it again? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't even try to burn it if I got it again. I would just scoop it out, use it as wax melts. So I don't know. What is the verdict on that? It was $5.50. So for $5.50 from TJ Maxx, from Ross sale, can't complain for $5.50, but did not burn well. Then I combined it with this one from TJ Maxx, which I got on a sale a little while ago for $5 from the line is Cloud 9 line. It's called Sea Salt and Balsam. Kind of a classy dark blue container. Doesn't really do anything for me, but I know some people like this kind of container. Yeah, and it's a white wax 2-wick. Very nice scent of the ocean. Any notes on it? I mean, it is what it says. Salt air. That sort of, you know, the smell of the salt air and balsam, sort of a fir tree smell. Kind of like being on the coast in Oregon or Washington or something. Pleasant. Not very strong out here. Very mild out here, I would say like a 3 or a 4. It did seem to perform a lot better in the bathroom. Now, when I had this in the bathroom, I could smell it very well. But out here, it just seemed to get lost. But in the bathroom, it was pretty good. So I loved the scent. You know, I love balsam, kind of a weakness. I also burnt a melt with these from Yankee Tart. I've had this one for a while. I'm trying to use up the little few tarts that I have in Midnight Cove. And this is very nice. This is just like an oceanic baby powdery scent. Everything oceanic smells baby powdery to me, I guess, because I'm perceiving what they're perceiving as sand, maybe as, to me, smells like baby powder, but I like it. Nothing wrong with it. Sort of a baby powdery oceanic smell. And I have to tell you, I wasn't expecting anything because my Yankee tarts are just not very filled with scent. I mean, either they're old and they just don't hold their scent very well. They just don't seem to have a lot of scent. This thing was crazy strong. This thing was stronger than the candles. I mean, it was, I could smell it all over the apartment, and it was really nice smell. I loved it, and it was several nights. I mean, it was probably 4 nights. I melted this thing over the course of 4 nights, and it smelled until like the end of the 4th night. It was giving off scent. Really good. I really liked this one. Midnight Cove. I mean, if I happen to see a candle, I might nab it somewhere. Oh, here's one I kind of used up. Like, I've been burning it off and on for months and months. I started it a long time ago, and it's one I've just picked up, and every once in a while when I felt like it, burnt it a little bit, and I finally used it up this month. Patriot candles. This was something I got on sale at Walgreens quite some time ago, called Grandma's Kitchen, which is pumpkin roll, apple crisp, and pecan pie. And it was originally a tri-colored, you know, with the red, a white, and an orange. Let me see. Yeah, red, white, and orange label. It was not very strong until it hit it's the apple. The apple the apple's on the bottom. I don't even remember what order because they're all kind of mixed, you know, at the bottom now. But I know whenever it hit, the first layer didn't really smell at all. The second layer, which I think was the apple or the pumpkin, I don't remember which. It just, like, all of a sudden I could smell it, like, whoa. And it was very nice. But like I said, I would just burn this off and on when we were having stormy days, rainy days or nights. I would just kind of burn this one a little bit. So it was not great because the other layers just didn't really smell, and I've had other ones of these and I had kind of the same experience. So the one layer smelled and the other two didn't. Sooted like crazy, actually, like crazy. So 1 wick. I wouldn't get this again. I mean, yeah. It didn't cost me very much. It was on some kind of a sale, so that's okay. Then I was out. Like, I went through all the candles, but I wasn't through the month. And I'm like, okay, let me go back to the random app and draw 2 more candles and see what we come up with. So I got these 2 that maybe don't exactly go together. I don't know, but they were okay. They were both Bath & Body Works ones. This was just the random app, so I had nothing to do with it. But they were Hello Sunshine Tropical Spice. This one says Tahitian vanilla, fresh coconut cream, dash of nutmeg, cinnamon stick garnish with essential oils. This one was a nice scent. I did enjoy the scent. It definitely was spicy. I mean, I got a lot of spiciness in this one. So it was like a spicy coconut kind of thing, really. Vanilla, yeah, of course. Yeah, it was just, it was odd. I mean, it wasn't bad at all. I liked it. It was just unusual because you don't usually, I don't necessarily think this is odd, but you don't usually see a tropical candle with a heavy spice element. Because they always seem to want to put, you know, spices with bakery or fall things or something like that, some food thing, and they don't want to put it with like tropical, oceanic, and coconut and things scents. But yet, to me, just the way my mind works, I mean, the spices are tropical. The spices come from all of the tropical islands in the world, and Madagascar, and, you know, Mauritius, Tahitian vanilla, and all of this. All your spices come from the islands, and I think of them together very much. I think of spices as being something very exotic. So to put them in a candle called Tropical Spice makes perfect sense to me, and I only wish this had been stronger because I did like it. It just Wasn't as strong as I would like for it to have been. It was like a 5. I mean, you could smell it. It was there, but I would like for it to have been stronger because I did enjoy the candle. No issues with the burn. It did soot a little bit, but not much. And yeah, it was good. Finally, also Bath and Body Works one. I didn't draw these. This was the random app drew these. So Sweet Mint Julep, which is crushed rosemary mint, splash of bourbon, sweet vanilla simple syrup with essential oils. Kind of a pretty container there for it. This one smells so good. This is such a good smelling candle. I mean, it is just that very fresh, herbaceous, kind of tingles your nose a little bit, kind of herbalness to it, with definitely like a lemony, citrusy something. Rosemary mint, yeah, bourbon. I don't know about bourbon, but it does smell like a mint julep, right? I mean, or some sort of non-alcoholic refreshing beverage that would have rosemary and mint in it over ice, like lemonade would be really good that way. If you've never done that, you should do it. We used to do it at one of my old workplaces. We had a giant glass, very ornate glass container with the little spigot on it. And we would make lemonade, which is super simple to make with the real lemon juice concentrate stuff. You know, it's just that and sugar and water. And you stick sprigs of rosemary in it and a bunch of ice and put it in that container. And it's amazing looking and it sells like crazy. And this kind of reminds me of that. You get that same sort of a smell from it. Nice one. Good job on this one. And the throw was pretty good. I would not complain. I live in a fairly airy environment, so it's hard to get, unless the candle is super, super strong, I'm not going to really smell it everywhere in the apartment. Which is why I love something like a fresh balsam from Bath and Body Works, like just usually a twisted peppermint, usually for me, like they just blow you out of the apartment. It's like, wow, so strong. And I love that. And I know some people don't. So most of the time I would be super happy if these were all like mega super throw 9, 10s, like really, really intense, because they would just be great in my apartment. But this was good. Another bug in this one, I see. It's life in paradise. Yeah, no complaints about the burn. Burnt well. It was it white wax or was it slightly green? I guess it's white wax. Yeah, this was nice. Very refreshing. Makes me thirsty. Makes me want to have some mint julep rosemary lemonade right now, but I don't have any. So I guess I'll have to drink Diet Coke. Okay, well, that'll work. That'll work. Thank you for watching. Those are my candles for the month of August. I already have my, whatever you call it, my schedule, my burning schedule for the month of September using the Pretty Random app. Already, where is it? Here, there, somewhere. I already have that one. You can check that out if you haven't. Check out the radio stations of mine, which will be linked below in the description. And I hope you all have a lovely week. And let me know if you had any of these candles or any thoughts about them or experiences with them. And I'm enjoying watching your burning videos, what you've burned or what your schedule is. Those of you who are doing those, I love them. We're such weird people. I mean, when I explain people, I mean, doing scented candle reviews is like weird enough, right? In real life. That when you tell like normal people that's what you do on that's one of the things you do on your YouTube channel, you always just get this thing like, are you, really? Like that's a thing? Really? And I'm like, oh, that's not the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing is that, you know, I do videos about what I'm going to burn this month and, you know, pick them out, and that people actually watch that. And I watch other people's that do it. Like, why? I don't know why. why do we like to watch videos of what people are going to burn? I mean, it is kind of a weird subject, but I love it. I love it. Yeah. A scary movie. I mean, it's September, right? We're kind of, if you like scary movies, I just want to recommend one to you that I just watched on Netflix. So good, called The Conjuring 2. I did watch The Conjuring 1, very scary. The Conjuring 2, I understand 3 is out. I haven't seen 3, so I'll have to see that one. But I just watched on Netflix Conjuring 2, and it's very scary. And if you like me, I don't like slasher movies, and I love like supernatural, creepy ghosts and entities and heebie-jeebies. Not like the Halloween movies where the slashers and all that. I don't care about that, but I love creepy ones, and The Conjuring 2 is a good one. And I would invite you guys, if you want to, while you're doing your whatever kind of videos these next couple of months, since a lot of us love to watch scary movies this time of year, recommend some scary movies that are on some of these services and places where you can watch them that we have. I mean, I just do Netflix, but there's, what is the other one? A couple of free ones I use too, Hulu, whatever. Recommend movies, creepy movies that you've really enjoyed, and why, because it's good to get recommendations from people, because there's 1,000 out there, and it seems like you have to watch 10 or 12 before you see one that's really good. That's my experience. The good one's really good, and the other 9 or 10 are kind of like, Conjuring 2 was good. I liked it. Okay, we'll see you next time.